It's Mr. Glenn, by the way. Thank you. Plaqueboymax explain how FaZe. Up. Shout out Haley seeing extra.
What's poppin', y'all? It's been a little bit
If
since.
you didn't know the news, well, I'm late to the party, but Max he left FaZe. I didn't, like I said, I didn't know why. I still kind of don't know why for sure, but hopefully he explains
Since
what happened in
Plaqueboy
his video.
Max officially left FaZe Clan, which a lot of people didn't even think he was serious about, but we come to find out, nah, he wasn't playing any games. And the fans have really been itching to find out why. I'm gonna play you guys this first clip where he says he doesn't talk about it, but later on he gives some reasoning, which I don't think is all the way the full reasoning. But I'm gonna play you guys this clip first.
Bro.
So are you putting
Are you dead? Max 3 longer?
click thumb?
Okay, I got good news for y'all, bro. I don't know. I know I told y'all I was leaving FaZe and thought, damn, bro, this is going on another hiatus, bro. He quitted on us, bro. Yo, gang, it's 3 days later. I will be back Sunday. I will literally be back Sunday. You feel me? I'm not disappearing. There's just been so much I've been dealing with for the past, like, 3 months. I'm not gonna lie, bro. That I literally... I don't think y'all understand. When I told y'all I cannot go in depth and can't speak on... I can't speak on... I can't speak on... I don't think y'all understand.
Yo, like, why you don't get a cameraman a chair, like, please, man? Let your cameraman sit down,
Will I
man.
speak on... Hopefully soon. But I can't speak on... Y'all act like I don't want to tell y'all. I tell y'all everything. Nigga. Y'all know everything about my life. Like, you feel me? Alright, so, chill. What's better? I wish I knew that. That's why I'm mad that these... What's it called?
Your stream is crazy. Like the fact that you got the book bag, you got the phone, you got the other cameras. Like it's a lot. I guess the phone just for the chat, huh? And the camera just for okay. And then it's them things for like $1,000. Dang. Well, your cameraman get paid. I might have to go. Who I need to record for? Boy. But it's like I want to focus on my own. So you know what I'm saying. So yeah. But I plan on doing like desktop streaming
So
for real.
here you could see he's visibly stressed. He's got
Basically doing the same thing I do, just doing it live. But yeah.
probably a million and one things to worry about. And he's trying to figure out what he can and cannot say, so he's just pushing it off to the side. And then a couple of days later, he goes on to give a little bit of a reason. I think just a reason enough to get people off of his back so they don't keep asking the question. Because I don't think the real reason will be made public anytime soon. Maybe it'll leak out or something in a year or two. I can't really say the real reason, to be honest.
Oh yeah, shout out Max. I just found out that nigga bought 2 cribs. Like, ooh, boy, you getting bread, nigga. You just bought 2 cribs.
Secrecy.
Life good. That
So I'll play
streaming
you
money
guys that
different.
second clip.
Shout out to everyone in FaZe. I love all of them. They my boys. I don't own FaZe. I don't own FaZe, game. No ownership. I want to build something. If your pussy hurt because you're mad that I want to build something for myself, sorry, I don't know what to tell you. Because I'm still going to do it. And I'm going to make this 5-star shit the biggest ever. And me.
So that's what it is. Yeah, listen, you said it was a little bit. I feel like that was enough we need to know. He basically want to do his own thing. Like, he still want to be a part of it, but he want to do his own thing. But they like, nah, like, you a part of us. Like, damn, like, you feel like you kind of not with us. As far as the 5-star thing, the 5-star, that's cool. But it's like we FaZe, so we already got our logo. 5 stars is something completely different. And we trying to keep it, It's great because he's on live, so I'm sure he's leaving.
That don't mean I won't. That don't mean I won't do shit. I love them. They're my boys. But at the end of the day, bro, I'm gonna do what I feel is right for me. And then when you see the work,
I mean, that's how this life should go. That dude's right, best for you.
That's all I'm gonna say. I love these though, but I gotta make grown man decisions. I'm 22, not 18 no more. In my mom room.
So here, the reason that he gives is ownership. Now, he knew he didn't have ownership from day one. He already had 5-star going into it. That's a difference between Plaqueboymax and all of these other people. Now, I did say Plaqueboymax had a bigger brand than these other guys going into it. But, like, for example, Silky. Silky was Nation, which was Annoying TV's thing, which it never really panned out. And that just goes to show how important it is to have the right team and people in the background, who never get any credit, by the way, to make sure things are facilitated properly and content is coming out and the group is doing stuff. Because Nation, like, it started and it was going to be a thing, and then it just, I wouldn't say it quickly faded, but Annoying TV spoke on their management who left to be a stripper and just a bunch of crazy stuff. So Silky was just solo
What?
streamer. Stable Ronaldo, he was a solo streamer as well, like in Fortnite. Same thing with Lacey. Jason the Ween, he was a solo streamer. Like, these guys didn't have their own crew. Before going into this, Plaqueboymax had 5-star. He had a couple of guys that were 5-star that his community knew. They would appear on streams. I think they had.
So how would y'all honestly, like, if y'all was to make a group, right? Would y'all use y'all homies, y'all day ones, or y'all just gonna find like people who are like mine? I guess you just know, like, oh, this dude's here, he'd be perfect for this. This guy seen, this girl seen like you. You know what I'm saying? Like, how would y'all like go about it? 'Cause I feel like a lot of the time, and nothing wrong with it. People don't. They day ones. I know that probably most likely be the answer that people will say. But I feel like you could do both. It just depends. Like I said, it gotta be a like-minded thing. You can't force stuff. You can't just put people on just cause you know. Nah, sometimes you gotta do what's gonna help grow. It's all about evolving. At some point, you gotta be around evolvers anyway. That's what this life's about.
A 5-star house stream. So Plaqueboymax had the ability to put on events himself without getting into FaZe. So he comes into FaZe, and the ownership part, I can see what he means, but really I think Plaqueboymax wants to be away from any of the controversy surrounding FaZe. Like,
Yeah,
take a look at, for instance, FaZe Banks, right?
Yeah.
FaZe Banks, he just stepped down because of some controversy related to some crypto stuff. Stable Ronaldo, if you guys recall, he got put in an ad for, and he didn't even know what he was doing. I'm not sure if I'm misremembering, but I do remember something along those lines. But then Lacey goes on and says something that contradicts what Max is talking about.
First of all the new guys in FaZe, we do have ownership, okay? It's not a lot, but we do. All right, so that's first thing. Second off, to this Brick Sky guy that's saying this, all right? Listen, y'all gotta understand, it's a thing where we are in FaZe, okay? I don't pay for housing. I live for free. All right? This mansion that I live in is free. My stream room is free.
Right,
the stuff in my stream room is free because FaZe pays for it. Pepsi and Addison setting up production for all the streams. FaZe pays for it. Every YouTube video you guys see that drops on every Friday. Not a dime comes out of my pocket. FaZe pays for it. I rep FaZe. I am FaZe, and in return, FaZe covers everything that I need in order for me to.
I mean, that do sound good though. It sounds good. I mean, they pay for everything. You just do your part. You do your streaming. You still get your money. Still do you. It's just you're a part of FaZe. It helps they brand. It's like working for a job, but not really though, because jobs, they don't pay for stuff for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you go there and do a service for them, and they pay you money. So I guess, I don't know. It's still kind of like a job. I don't know. Maybe I'm not describing it right, but that, okay. It's crazy. I was just watching OSN, his FaZe thing, why he left FaZe. He said he had to pay for nothing. They went to Brazil, and it was on FaZe. So FaZe, I would say, I could believe that. They've been taking care of the people for a minute. But the scamming allegations, see, when you get too much of that, yeah, you can't be around that. Because then, like I said, all it takes is, like, people who don't necessarily, they ain't necessarily got to watch you, but since you a part of that, they're like, oh, all of them just on that. Like, people ain't even got to watch Max, but since FaZe Banks got scam allegations, they just going to assume anybody in FaZe is just scammers. They just going to assume it's a scam thing. So, it's a bad image for everybody, low-key. So, yeah. You know you want to be a part of it, though.
That seems like a fair-ass trade-off to me. And if it doesn't to you guys, then I don't know. But that's, for me, that's good for me.
So here, Lacey talks about how, yo, listen, we actually do got a part of ownership. Now, first, I'm going to address the ownership piece, and then I'm going to address what FaZe does for them. I think ownership is possibly one of the most overrated aspects of it because people had ownership of FaZe originally, and then they sold it for a ton of money, and they all became very, very rich. And then they were upset because the people that they sold it to weren't handling it in the way that they saw fit. And then the value of it went down significantly, and then I think FaZe Banks bought it, maybe with the assistance of other people. I don't know if he's 100% owner. And then now he's still the owner, but he stepped down as CEO. But really, what does ownership really mean? If it's like, what does that look like in terms of revenue? Although these guys don't really have to worry because they're making so much cash flow that I guess an ownership piece makes more sense than how much they're getting paid. So I think ownership is a little bit overrated, but they do have ownership. So that does knock off Plaqueboymax's point. But I think the way Plaqueboymax is looking at it is he wants ownership of the brand. FaZe was a thing before Plaqueboymax. FaZe is still a thing after Plaqueboymax leaves. I think Plaqueboymax wants something that is Plaqueboymax. When people think FaZe, they think of the new gen thinks of these guys, but historically, it's not these guys. It's not the members. It's the OGs. Like they'll think of Adapt, or they'll think of Banks, or was Blaziken one of them? I don't remember.
I would say like their crew got younger because I remember even watching the old FaZe. Like I said with OSN, they crew was way older. Now it's just a bunch of younger guys, which is not wrong with it.
While it was going on, it wasn't that I wasn't even into it. I didn't even really know what it was or if it existed until like 2015 or so, or maybe even 2015 I would say is when I found out about all of that stuff, which was late. So there's that. And I think Plaqueboymax is like, yo, I've got my own thing, which is 5-star, which is me, and I have the capability to do everything here. So Lacey goes on to say, well, this exchange is great for me. I get to live in this house for free. I don't pay for this house. I don't pay for production. And the thing that I wonder is, well, if FaZe has admitted they don't take a percentage of any of the money that these guys are making, where the hell is the money coming from for the people that are editing the YouTube videos for FaZe, that are filming the YouTube videos for FaZe, that are doing the production for Lacey streams and the other people there? Where's the money coming from for the rent for that gigantic mansion?
Okay, so even them live streams, so they get their own. So I'm assuming they get FaZe pay for that and they get money off their live stream. Maybe they do gotta get a percentage of that. I don't know, but like I said, they don't gotta pay for this. I don't know. So they live stream, they getting a bunch of money too. Ooh, them boys rich. Ooh, them niggas living mansions. Like what? Now I'd probably say a lot of them probably like without money order. You know what I'm saying? But that's beside the point. But that's crazy though. They getting stupid bags over there, boy. Let me go and sign up.
Or the lease for that gigantic mansion. Where is that money coming from if they're not generating that money? And that's where I start to scratch my head, and we don't just need an expert pocket watcher for that. We need like an investigative, what's the guy's name? It's from Psych, the TV show. I forgot his name. But we need a psychic. That's what we need. Somebody that's a private investigator, a PI, to look into that. Because I don't know how FaZe is making money. Because they were taught if FaZe Banks was able to buy it back, that means, oh yeah, I remember they IPO'd and everything. They did revive it though. Like FaZe as a brand is killing it right now. But when you look at a Lacey, right, that's not a Plaqueboymax. With all due respect to that guy, like yeah, he's killing it in the content game, but Plaqueboymax is different. That guy stands out from that group. He has the ability to be a leader of his own group. He's just being held back by those guys, and it does knock off the reasoning that Plaqueboymax gave. But I think Plaqueboymax is, like I said, his real reasoning will not come out for a long while. I do think part of it is that he wants his own brand to succeed. And you can't have a 5-star if you're a part of FaZe. It doesn't really make sense. It doesn't work unless it's a subsidiary of that brand. For instance, Nike, right? Air Jordan. That's Nike. But Air Jordan is underneath Nike. And Michael Jordan's teamed up with them. 5-star was a thing before he came to FaZe. Jordan brand wasn't a thing before he went to Nike.
That's what he's saying. Basically saying you brought something that was your own into another group that's bigger than you. So not like overshadowing what you had, but you trying to make it big as this thing, or if not bigger. But like I said, you're a part of something that was already bigger. So they looking at new gens, new people. They looking at like, okay, he got his own little thing, but not knowing that you already had that. So I mean, yeah, this is the best decision for him. This is better for him to go this route. Do your own thing. I know you want to be a rapper
You see the
now too.
difference there? And why would he take 5-star and make it something underneath FaZe when I think he believes that 5-star can be as big as FaZe or even bigger? And I do think Plaqueboymax has a chokehold on the younger generation when it comes to kind of culture, fashion, things like that. I'm not saying like the guy's good at fashion or any of those means, but when you look at the rest of those guys, they're not influential in that way. Kai Cenat is, like I said, Mr. Beast of Twitch, so he's faded away from having any type of influence in that realm, and that leaves Plaqueboymax. So he's somebody that can really do it all from what I've seen. Quite a talented streamer, able to plan events, able to act on stream, able to deal with other people, able to make music. He's able to do it all. So I think he just outshined FaZe. He was like, yo, I'm bigger than this. I don't need this anymore. Think about it. He doesn't care about ownership, especially the monetary aspect. He'd rather build 100% of 5-star that he owns or whatever minute percentage he has of FaZe. There's that. And then there's also the aspect of, it's time for him to really make stuff shake. He doesn't need his rent paid. He doesn't need production. He can handle the production himself. He knows how to
This
build
roomie and it's
the
crazy. Like I'm just looking at like, bro, these niggas got bread, bro. Like, boy, if you want to stream, I'm talking about if you want to. Don't. I'm not talking about these dudes. Oh, let me just go pick up cameras. No, we're not talking about the fakers. We're not talking about the dudes who only hop on trends, who want to ruin anything, water it down. No. We talking about the niggas who really want to get in the content world, who really want to do this. Like I do this, right? I want to stream. Like I said, it's just live streaming what I already do. So it makes sense. It's just streaming is just a new matter. It's not necessarily a trend. Streaming has always been around. It's the hot thing. It's like it's scorching hot right now. If that makes sense, I don't know. What's the word I'm trying to say? I guess IRL is really the trend. This trending stream. The desktop's always been around for years, right? It's just live. Like you doing the same. You just live stream what you do, but at the same time, like it's just niggas just doing it for just to do. I don't know. Anyway, that's gonna do for the vid. Like, comment, subscribe. Catch y'all next vid. I'm gone. Let's see what some of these comments say. You're not wrong about Jason not having a crew or about FaZe. He is a ODC online hometown friends who stream most of the time with. Max left FaZe for his new phase. The boy seems bothered something happened outside. Who could have seen? I enjoyed Max before FaZe, but I feel like he was way too in touch with 5-star. And I like him saying doing 5-star streams. So they feel like he wasn't really doing FaZe enough. And he was just mostly on his own, using FaZe like kind of build his brand out more. If that was the play though, what if he used like, alright, the FaZe a big recruit, they got history, like big time. Let me just get in here, try to build my brand even bigger, which, hey, he see that if he went for that one. You know what's crazy, too? How much money does FaZe got? I know they up. They probably done seen, they were a couple hundred, for sure. But yeah, that's going to do it for the video. Like, comment, subscribe, catch you next video. I'm gone.